way we view genetics in our business is it has an influence on everything we do. It's the reason why we produce a product. It's the foundation to what we do. We're protein producers, licensed meat exporters, but primarily our passion and our concern is our protein production. A lot of our decisions on our genetics are based on what we want to produce and what our customer requires. Our beef product goes onto grain and they're a heavier finished product. They go onto it for a longer time, where our lambs are more targeted at a domestic market. Our kilograms per hectare, the performance of that's been outstanding. We're very happy with the way that we've been able to achieve it. It's a combination of genetics, the foundation we started with and what we've added to it over time, but also understanding our country and the management of the herd. So we try and keep our birth weights as low as possible, and on a self-replacing herd we always keep an eye on milk, make sure that's above breed average. And then when we flick from that, we've ticked all of those boxes, then we go to what our clients want. So then we look at our 400 days, our 600 day weights and our marbling for eating quality. And then also maintaining as high a marbling score as you can in an EBV. So anything above 2.5 we'll consider, because our customers, especially in Japan, are after a 500 kilo carcass with as high marbling as possible. Those two traits don't really correlate. They work against each other. We try and balance it out as well as we can. Weaning weights, increase. Our actual weaning weights are actually including the F1 program as well, which are renowned for being a lesser performer of kilograms per day. So we started out with our figures looking at just an Angus program and then injected the Wagyu, 50% of the Wagyu program into it. We've been able to maintain and actually increase those weaning weights. In our heifers we run at on average around 92s. Our cows, it's nothing for a cow herd here. We joined some Angus cows last year, one bull to Wagyu, 70 cows, missed one. So, we're in the 90s solidly every time. Our IMFs are on an upward trajectory. Our 600 day weights, slaughter weights, all those sort of things are outperforming. The end product we've seen over the last 5 years, or 4 years actually, we've seen our Ausmeat scores go up over one whole score across the Angus program. Everything's performance recorded, and we're able to select out those higher performing sheep. And then we go and select the rams that will complement that on their breeding values. In our sheep program, it's all about the breeding program, being a self-replacing flock. So we want longevity there. We want a ewe that'll produce twins for as long as possible. In our sheep flock, the fertility side of things, selecting rams with high numbers of lambs weaned. But also what we've been doing with our sheep flock is also in the part of the world where we are, like we'll get snow every year. We'll get down to -15s in winter. It's important we've selected rams with a positive fat so that the ewes, our genetic traits throughout that, will throw that extra fat in the animal. So in our breeding flock, through winter, they have that ability to lay down more fat, which is almost carrying a lunchbox with them through winter. In the sheep industry, the eating quality hasn't been such a big focus for quite some time. But I think that's something that we're on the cusp of change. So if we can solve those challenges through genetics by making that eating experience a little bit more enjoyable, then isn't that what we're all about? Selling more lamb, getting more money for it at the end of the day if we can. So our big gains in our sheep program on kilograms of meat produced per hectare, right on the surface primarily would be focused on number of the lambs weaned. We've taken our lambing percentage from something that was average to, some flocks, some actual age groups, over 200%, actually lambs marked. And it's what we utilise within that is the selection of the rams to achieve that on their breeding values, and working closely with our seed stock producer. So the improvements that we've enjoyed have been hard earned, through good management, smart decisions, and utilising the tools available to the highest degree that you can. Much to my staff's frustration, data is the one thing that I'm passionate about, because the more data you have, the higher the accuracy in your decision making. So we use Practical System Stockbook program to record everything on our cattle. So every time our cattle or our sheep come through the yards, we'll grab a weight or a pregnancy, or we'll record everything that goes with it. The use of genetics in our business, we see it having an influence in everything that we do. Whether it's getting efficiencies from our individual properties that run over different micro-ecosystems, the different pastures that we use. Genetics has an influence everywhere in our business. So right from the production, right through to the feedlotter's experience, right through to the grass finisher's experience, everyone in that supply chain is reliant on those genetic decisions being the right ones for that business.